How's it going, fighters? We are back again with another True North Fighters podcast with your boys K9C. I'm Shamaro coming to the dojo.
And I'm Wolfpak reporting for duty, and boy, we got ourselves a good one on our hands today.
We do. First off, we need to acknowledge really quick that Killer Instinct is having a birthday.
Yes, it is. 30 years ago to the day Killer Instinct released in North America on the arcades. I can't believe it's been 30 years already. Holy smokes.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive, honestly.
Yeah, that's crazy. A lot of really significant things have happened on this day over the years. Metallica formed 43 years ago in 1981 on this day. 18 years ago, Sidney Crosby had his first career NHL hat trick during the 2006 season. But yes, video games, 30 years ago today was the dawn of Killer Instinct. So happy birthday to Jago and the entire KI gang. Oh my goodness. What a time to be alive.
And here's to them hopefully getting a new installment sometime in the near future.
Yes, we need a new KI. We really do. Oh
Yeah.
man. But nonetheless, Killer Instinct will not be the main focus today. Instead, the main focus is all about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero.
Yes, we know we're a bit late. It's been about 3 weeks at the time of recording since it came out. We know we're late to the bandwagon, but Thanksgiving happened like a week after it came out. We had to prepare some podcast episodes ahead of time, and then the third one just kind of happened because we didn't really have any gameplay knowledge of it yet, and now we do because me and Wolf have finally gotten around to actually playing the game on our own.
Yeah.
So we apologize for the delay, but we are finally catching up and hopping on the bandwagon.
Yes. And so yeah, let's get rolling. So Shamaro, I apologize for putting you on the spot right here, but initial thoughts in regards to Sparking Zero now that it's been out for about a few weeks.
Okay, I straight off the bat, I have a couple good just major initial thoughts. First of all, visuals. God damn, this game looks amazing.
Yes.
Secondly, I will say, as someone who has gotten into Dragon Ball in the last 5 years or so, I am very appreciative. I know people who are new to the franchise might be put off by the fact that there's like a million, over 180 characters in the roster, but as someone who appreciates all the characters that Toriyama made in his career, in his lifetime, I am very thankful that the roster is so expansive and so all-encompassing for all of the franchise, and the fact that we're not even done yet. We still have 3 seasons of DLC to go.
Yep, exactly. And actually, they've already started announcing DLC.
Yeah, we already had, even before the game came out, we had some confirmation of 2 of the first characters, Gale 1 and Gale 2, from the superhero movie.
True, but they also announced, wait, would that have been part of the Daima then? Because I'm pretty sure they did just announce the Daima DLC for Sparking Zero.
All I know about the Daima series is that Goku Mini is in the game, and I have him because I did the pre-order stuff. Although, first of all, I just want to point out, even though I pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition off of Amazon, I did not immediately get the pre-ordered bonuses. I actually had to pay for the pre-order package.
Okay, that is a little odd because
so Bandai.
Yeah, strange.
Yeah, Bandai. Why are you doing why are you doing me dirty like this? Like, I was so amped for this game. I bought it at least 2 months in advance. Like, why are you doing this to me? But yeah, so there's that. But back to the characters. Characters are amazing. I love it that they have the new characters from Super in there. I'm especially loving Caulifla and loving her a little bit. And on the note of the gameplay, I will say the standard control scheme is definitely very intuitive for me. Although I will say that this is definitely not an entry level fighting game.
No, it's not. It's really not.
I mean, you have the omnidirectional controls where you gotta not only do your usual arena fighting of forward, back, side to side, and jump, but you also have flight and you have ascend and descend.
Yes. Oh my god.
Not to mention, well, I guess we should say it is good that they have a block button.
Yes, yes. This is
That is at
definitely
least one
true.
good thing. But then you also have a button to charge up your ki. You have a button for quick movement. You have a button for melee attacks. You have a button for long range ki attacks, and then you have the counter button. So lots to keep track of. And even then, I actually peruse the all like the full control explanation list, and there is a lot of systems going on, and I do not think anyone's ever going to get around to mastering everything. I think that's just impossible for the human brain to accomplish. But I will say I do love the fact that you have versatility in the strategies for combat that you can employ.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well in what limited amount of time I've managed to play this game. But yeah, it's just it's absolutely crazy. There's a lot going on, but surely, we'll be able to figure out every little thing about this game, granted that we have the time for it.
Indeed, and by far, I cannot wait, Wolf, for you and I to duke it out online because I'm gonna be honest. I tried going into story mode after I labbed a couple characters and got the hang of the controls, and I will be honest, I was struggling with first Raditz fight in the Goku story.
Oh,
So I definitely need like I'm good on attack. Like got the I've got the hyper aggressive rushdown Unga Bunga strategy pretty much down, but I could use a bit of help with my defense. I can somewhat block okay. I got off like one Sonic Sway by complete accident one time, and I can kind of do vanishing, but it like I'm just gonna need a lot of practice in this is what I'm saying. So I will still be going through the story modes, but having some online help would definitely be appreciated.
yeah, absolutely. There's only so much that you can do offline in terms of that. So definitely putting it all into practice in online matches, like that's pretty much the main way that you're gonna get better at the game. So yes, whenever we do manage to find an opportunity, yes, as a matter of fact, we will be going head to head, and we will see who comes out as the better man.
Yes, and assuming we have time and proper soundscaping in our respective locations, we will hopefully get a video out to you guys soon.
Yes, because we have been severely lacking on that front for very obvious reasons. So we are making the moves to get back into that. Just taking a little bit longer than expected, but don't you guys worry. First opportunity we get, we will be putting a video up.
Indeed. Now, I'm kind of curious, Wolf. Of the limited playtime that you've had so far, who have you been kind of gravitating towards character-wise?
Character wise, I would
Because
say
because I know you're not the biggest Dragon Ball fan, so I'm kind of curious as a newcomer to the series in general, who is kind of catching your eye?
well, first things first, definitely Piccolo. When I
Okay.
when I went into my first actual battle outside of the story mode, yeah, my team consisted of Goku, Piccolo, I believe Gohan, Vegeta, and there was one more I can't remember. But I know that those four were on my team, and
Hang on, can you describe the fifth character to me? Maybe I can parse out who it is.
uh, I can't I can't figure out the details off the top of my head.
Okay, what dominant color were they?
Want to say the dominant color was blue. I think it was. I think it was blue.
Blue hair or blue outfit?
Blue outfit, if I remember correctly.
Okay, so in that case, it was either Trunks, maybe Vegito.
It's possible. I don't think I have either one of them yet. Or maybe I do. I have no idea. See, this is what happens when I don't get that much playtime in. I just completely forget everything. So
I hear you, dude.
I feel so bad about that.
But that's a respectable team. Like you're rolling up with a classic team there.
Yeah, exactly. And nothing wrong with the classics, honestly. You can't really go wrong with that.
Mm-hmm. And I will say, as far as like transformations go, I love it how simple the transformations are.
I can agree on that. Absolutely. I was I was honestly mind blown by that.
I know, like I thought it was going to take a button combination for each form, but no, it's basically just like press D pads. I forget whether it's the up button or the left button. I know one does transformations, one does swapping characters, but
Yeah.
which but yeah, whichever one does like the transformations, just being able to do that and then select from the face buttons which form you want. That I think that's just a genius way to go about it.
It is, absolutely. Plus it adds a little more versatility to your arsenal. So that's a big W right there. As you mentioned, the graphics, it just lived up to the hype. Like I don't think we were expecting anything less. So honestly, Bandai really hit the nail on the head graphics wise. The soundtrack, they they nailed that too.
Okay, now I'm kind of curious. Did when you first opened the game, did you go with anime soundtrack or non-anime soundtrack?
No, I went with the anime soundtrack.
Same. It is indeed a good soundtrack. Actually, if you do want to get into like just a crash course on the series as a whole, I would definitely recommend. You've heard of Team Four Star, right?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, watch their Dragon Ball Bridge series because it's basically like the Dragon Ball Kai and Dragon Ball Kai essentially. It's very condensed and also while it is funny and definitely is a parody and makes fun of all the characters, it also kind of encapsulates the spirit of the characters better than the original show does at some points. Like especially especially in the Cell Saga.
Yeah, for sure. I think as far as any other things that I really enjoyed, I have not dived into customization just yet, so I can't really say anything about that. Let's see. Story mode, I love what they did with it, and it actually works really well too as a primer for those who like have zero knowledge.
It definitely does. Like even though I just barely stripped out win against the first Raz fight in my story mode, it definitely is a good enough of a learning curve. It's sharp enough that it still gives you a challenge, but it's level enough to also just allow you to take your time and just get used to the controls.
Precisely. Although I will say this, I have gotten stuck at the same part that the majority of players have gotten stuck at, and that was the Great Ape Vegeta fight.
Uh,
What
the
the absolute heck is going on there?
I'm telling you, dude, it's just a matter of running and beam struggles. That's all you can really do. Like I haven't gotten to that point yet in the story, but that's gonna be my strategy going in is just to keep my distance and just go for those beam struggles.
I really hope that's going to be the case in terms of winning because I can already tell that that battle alone is probably going to take like at least half an hour. Cuz like dude, it is near impossible. It is near impossible to beat that thing. It's ridiculous. And this is where one of my few gripes comes in is Bandai did see the complaints, they did see the feedback, and all they ended up saying was lower the difficulty and try again.
Bruh.
Dude,
But you were on the
on
lowest
the easy
difficulty, weren't
difficulty.
you?
I
Mm.
was on the easiest difficulty and I still couldn't beat it. What in
Oh,
the
oh,
world?
wait. Do you hear that? I think I hear the Mario Lost Levels calling.
Oh my god, shut up.
Yeah, but yeah,
Crap.
I do feel I do feel your pain. Like the fact that you can't actually do rush attacks against giant characters kind of does like. But you know what? It does at least make up for the fact that they have like a bigger hitbox. So I guess when you're playing as giant characters, I guess it kind of balances things out. But yes, that boss fight in the story definitely a little unfair. I'm not gonna lie. I do agree with you on this. I think they should tone down the mouth lasers at least.
Yes, and actually, speaking of toning stuff down, there was a patch that went out very recently, the
I
first
did
of
hear about that.
Working Zero, and yeah, this blows my mind. Yajirobe, is that how you pronounce his name?
Yeah, Jirobe. Yep.
Yajirobe, yeah. Apparently, this guy's supposed to be a joke character, and it turned out that at launch, he was probably the most OP character in the game.
Dude, he is because like in the beginning, like he has the sensu bean move, which basically just restores all his health.
Yeah, exactly. And from what I read through the article that was posted up on Event Hubs, says, and I quote, it wasn't that Yajirobe had abilities that were lopping off more damage than a fully powered up Spirit Bomb or an Ultra Instinct Kamehameha, but instead was insanely efficient. As a very inexpensive 2 destruction point character, Yajirobe enjoyed the perk of starting fights with 2 skill points already stocked, which made gaining access to his 5 skill Sensu Beam maneuver quite feasible. So what they ended up doing, how they ended up patching Yajirobe is that his Sensu Bean skill now costs 6 skill count instead of 5. He now also starts the match with 0 skill, and the health bar has been reduced from 3 to 2.5.
Okay, like I know he wasn't supposed to be like a super duper strong character, but I feel like they didn't need to nerf him that much. Sure, I still think like 5 skill points is the perfect amount of skill points required for the sensu bean. But I don't think you. But I do agree that limiting him to starting out with 0 is probably the best way to go. But also, just dude, 2 health bars. Like I know he's from the original series, and he's supposed to be like one of the like weaker like Earth characters that like never get any time to shine in Dragon Ball Z or Super. But still, I don't think that's fair.
I honestly, people have mixed opinions from what I've been seeing on Reddit and on Twitter. So people, yeah, there's some people that like the fact that Yajirobe got nerfed. A lot of people don't like it. I don't really know where I stand on it because I've never played this guy before.
For me, and from all the gameplay I've watched on Jay Z's channel, I would say I do agree with the fact that he needs to be nerfed. I just don't agree with the fact that he got nerfed as much as he did.
Well, yeah, okay, now I can definitely see what you're saying there. Yeah, I think they could have gone without the health reduction. I think that's probably like the only thing they didn't really have to change. But otherwise, yeah, I think it's pretty feasible for a post-launch patch and whatnot. So yeah, that's like the really big thing that's making headlines right now, aside from the aforementioned Great Ape Vegeta fight ticking players off left, right, and center. But aside from all that, Sparking Zero is still a very fantastic game. It delivers on pretty much every single aspect that you can imagine. And I feel that even though that the perfect game does not exist, I feel like this comes very close to what a perfect game could look like.
It's definitely the best we've had in the Tenkaichi Budokai franchise to date.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that. And honestly, there's not really too much else that we can really say about it, but I'm kind of curious now, is there anything that you would add to the game that you would like to see added?
Well, like aside from the obvious DLC characters that I know are probably going to be coming, like with Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo, um, things I would like to see. I mean, obviously we can't really do much in the couch co-op department because of the destructible landscapes and
Yeah.
how complex those are. Honestly, I don't really know how much better this game could be. Like on top of that, because like I went through all the menus when I first got in the game before I even started training. I just went through all the menus. And I saw that we've got achievements we can do to unlock Dragon Balls and more Zenny and all that. Like it's a really good system they have going here. So honestly, the only thing I would really want to change is just to when you go in the shop. When I first went in the shop and I was gonna buy up all the characters with my millions that Super Shenron gave me because of the pre-order bonus, I couldn't see all the unlockable characters.
Oh.
Right at the bat, they only give you like a certain number, and I really wish I could see the full catalog of characters that I have yet to unlock and just be able to select from that, because like there were a bunch that I really wanted, but I couldn't see them at first because I had to buy others first and I guess do other things within the game to be able to see those.
Yeah, that certainly it's a very odd thing that they've got going on there, but yeah, like it's strange. I don't really understand why they felt the need to do it like that. It just makes things a little more complicated. Not too
Yeah,
complicated, but just a little bit.
it just feels like they added an extra step that they didn't need to add at all. And but you know, like that's honestly just me nitpicking at this point. I think as
Yeah.
a whole, the game is quite good, and I'm surprised you haven't asked me what my starter team was.
Oh shoot, that's right. I actually did not ask that. Well, now that you brought the question up, yes. What was the first team you decided to pick up?
Okay, so to be fair, I haven't actually gone into online because I'm not quite sure if my team goes over the point limits, because you know how the point limit works with the teams online. Um, yeah, so I'm not quite sure if the point limit is breached with this cast or not. But off the bat, I know you're not going to understand half these characters, but I'm just going to go through them anyway. But off the bat, my anchor character is by far Caulifla,
Okay.
the
Okay.
the female Saiyan from Universe 6.
Yeah.
She is a definite badass. I freaking love her. But I will say the one thing I am disappointed at is that they didn't include her Super Saiyan 2 form.
Oh.
They have her in regular form and Super Saiyan 1 form, but no Super Saiyan 2. And that's kind of just sad to me because Kappa, the Prince of the Saiyans from her universe, he has Super Saiyans 1 through 2.
Oh.
But
Okay.
Caulifla doesn't for some reason, and I know from clips I've seen of the Super anime that she does reach Super Saiyan 2
Huh.
during the Tournament of Power arc. So I'm just not sure why they did why they did my girl dirty like that. I don't know. Maybe I do get it at some point. I just need to unlock it or something. I don't know. But I really hope I see Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla at some point. Anyway,
Okay.
moving on. I did have a much different team in mind when I first thought about it, but I gotta say, after trying some other characters, it has switched a little bit. I still have my boy Yamcha, who I think he's I think he's just such an underrated character. He got done so dirty at the start of Dragon Ball Z, and I am so sad to see that he's just fallen into obscurity.
Oh boy.
But I do love him and his Wolfang fist and that hair. Oh my gosh, dude knows how to pull off a mullet. That's all I'm gonna say about him. But yeah, so I have him, and let's see, I have Beerus obviously because Purple Cats, who throws
Yeah.
literal yarn balls of energy. Like, what's not to love? I mean, Toriyama knew what he was doing when he created that character. He knew that cats were just gods of destruction for real.
Damn right.
Yeah, so Beerus is definitely on my team if assuming the points can fit him in. Also put in Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Which I know is kind of weird signing to some people because from all the gameplay that I've seen online, a lot of people when they do come up against a Gogeta, it's typically Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta because you know he's lightning fast. But
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of gravitate more to the blue hair than the red hair. Granted, red SS4 Gogeta is still pretty damn cool. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know. I don't know. Just the god blue hair just kind of does it for me more than the red hair does. So yeah,
And you
so
know what?
that's
That's completely fine. Personal preference, right?
yeah.
All good there.
Yeah, so that's number four, and then the last one, which kind of surprised myself, honestly, was I forget, I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name correctly, but Kakuna. She's like a blue and green cat girl. You may have noticed in the roster.
Oh, okay.
Dude, she is fast.
Oh Lord, how fast are we talking?
Dude, she is fat. Like her mobility is not at, like up in the tier of like Bo or Birder, but still.
Well, certainly nothing short of a wild card team, if I say so myself.
Yeah. And then I think I'm trying to remember. Hang on. So I got Caulifla, I got Kakuna, I got Beerus, I got Gogeta. Yeah, and I got Yamcha. I think if I had to choose like one reserve guy to swap out if I had to, probably Barak. Just for the fact that I freaking love his DBZ look with the whole headband thing. Love that.
I mean, what's not to love about that look, right?
I know, and it just gets so much more metal when you realize that headband is red because
Yeah,
it is dipped in the blood of his fallen friends.
bro.
How much more badass can you get? Like that, like that's John Wick levels of badassery.
Dude, that goes so hard. It has no reason going so hard, bro.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't. But
That's
uh, but
freaking amazing.
but yeah. So that's basically like my main team so far. My reserve team. At this point, it'll probably change based on how the points scores even out because I know Gogeta Blue takes up a lot of skill point or a lot of character points in the
Yeah.
online matches. But so definitely gonna probably change. But yeah, as far as my favorite characters that I kind of gravitated to, those are my main six.
Well, that's like I said, that's a wild card team right there. And you know what? I feel like that's a good way to go if you want to keep your opponents on your toes. Keep them guessing.
Definitely, because from what I've seen, again, I'm going back to Jay Z because I watch his videos the most on Sparking Zero.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the dude has to put up with so many repeat fusion characters. Gogeta Super Saiyan Gogeta 4 is 50% of of all his matches.
Oh, good lord.
I am not joking like that. For those players who just do not know what they're doing, that's just the character that you can kind of use to brute force your way through a match.
Yeah. That is insane. I mean, yeah, I get that consistency is key, but like it works both ways. It's not a one-way street.
I know we have a lot of Gogeta 4 and also a decent number of Ultra Instinct Gokus.
Oh, go figure.
But here's the thing though. I've actually heard that UI Goku isn't actually, it might not be the worst Goku. The worst Goku that you could face probably in terms of difficulty is probably Goku mid.
Oh,
And do you want to know why?
I'm actually kind of curious now. Yes.
So, from what I've heard, again, through Jay Z's videos, thank you again, Jay Z, for all the amazing videos and also for just interacting with me in comments. I do appreciate that. But yeah, Goku mid's apparent strengths come from the fact that one, he's basically got all the strengths of Goku, but as other characters have, as some few other characters have, he is one of the few characters that has a basically a one button that can put you into instant sparking mode.
What?
Yeah.
What? Are you kidding me?
That is indeed a thing. There are some characters in the game that can just instantly go sparking if they want to.
How, what? How does that even make any sort of sense?
I mean, they still have they still have to do some key charging, but they don't have to go into like charging the sparking meter. They can
Oh,
just negate that. Yeah, like aside from Goku mid, I know that the Zamasu fusion, I know they have an instant sparking button, but I'm trying to think. I know there's one other character that I've seen that has the instant sparking thing. I think it might be Gogeta 4, possibly. Some Saiyan variant that I can't name off the top of my head also has a instant sparking. But yeah, that is a thing. So when you're out there in the onlines, be watching out for that.
oh, for sure. And I mean, you know me. I rarely go online, anyways. But I'm slowly starting to break out of that shell a bit. That's a conversation for a later day, though. So, with that said, I think that's a good way to wrap up the episode. Don't you agree?
I think so. We are just about out of time, but I think this conversation still has more to be said once we get a little more experience under our belts and have had some time to clash in the onlines ourselves, both with other players and each other. So we'll table this conversation for a future episode, I guess.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. So, with all of that said, want to give a big thank you to everyone who is listening to this, who has been listening to us since the very beginning. If there are any of you that are still around, I feel continue to support us. You know, we're still just getting started. Tell everybody you know. Yeah, we'll pretty much go from there. As we mentioned before, we're working very hard on getting back to putting up gameplay videos. Hopefully, we'll have at least one of those up before the year is out. And yeah, I think that's about it. Shamaro, any last words?
I mean, like we might also try getting a reaction video to the Game Awards. Who knows? That might be a
Yes.
thing. But yeah, we will definitely at least get 1 or 2 gameplay videos out for you guys before the end of the year, and then hopefully into 2025 we'll hopefully get a more consistent video schedule to go along with our podcast. So look forward to that if you're not already. And if you haven't looked at our previous gameplay videos from February, definitely go check those out. Apparently the surprisingly the according to our editor, the most popular video of that of the 4 or 5 that we have up is our Fantasy Strike video. So there's apparently some magic going on in that video. So check that out. But yeah, so thank you all for listening. I'm Shamaro leaving the dojo.
This is Wolfpak signing off.
And yeah, we're definitely in stay warm territory now. Fall is officially here. It is definitely getting to those temperatures.
Yeah, please bundle up and stay warm. Rain or shine, wind or no wind, please just stay warm, please. And of course, most importantly, as we always say, here
Fight
on
on.
TNF, fight on.
Fight
We'll
on.
As in the next one.
Later.